Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, on to the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail! The world of Scottish football woke up to a thunderclap this morning as Celtic Football Club dropped a bombshell that's already sending shockwaves through the entire country and beyond. In a move that virtually no one saw coming, the boys have officially announced the signing of Manchester City's talented midfielder, James McATee. The 21-year-old Englishman, long touted as one of the most promising young talents coming out of the Premier League Giants' famed academy, is now set to don the iconic green and white hoops in what could be one of the most thrilling signings in Scottish football in recent years. Fans, pundits, and rivals alike are scrambling to make sense of how Celtic managed to pull off this audacious move, one that could change the course of the Premiership title race and elevate the club's European ambitions to new heights. Says McATee, often nicknamed the Salford Silver for his elegant, silky style of play reminiscent of former City maestro David Silva, has been a standout in City's youth ranks and impressed during loan spells, particularly at Sheffield United. Many expected McATee to break into Pep Guardiola's star-studded first team this coming season, or perhaps be loaned once again within the English top flight. Instead, Celtic's daring swoop has completely flipped the script. It's a transfer. That doesn't just speak volumes about the player's ambitions, but also the growing pull and prestige of Celtic under their current leadership. This isn't just a talented youngster looking for game time. This is a Premier League starlet choosing Parkhead over the bright lights of the English elite. And that choice says everything. Sources close to the negotiations reveal that the deal was wrapped up swiftly, but not without fierce competition. Several English Championship clubs, along with Premier League sides such as Burnley and Bournemouth, were reportedly keen on securing McAtee's signature. But Celtic moved quickly, with manager Brendan Rodgers said to have personally convinced the midfielder during a series of calls outlining his role in the squad, the club's vision, and the European stage that awaits. Rodgers, no stranger to luring top talent north of the border, appears to have worked his charm once again. And for McATee, the chance to be a central figure at a historic club with guaranteed minutes and Champions League exposure was simply too good to pass up. The reaction from the Celtic fanbase has been nothing short of euphoric. Social media exploded within minutes of the club's official announcement, with supporters hailing the move as a game changer, a masterstroke. Memes, chants, and welcome videos flooded timelines as fans eagerly anticipated McAtee's debut in green and white. It's not just the quality of the signing that's got people buzzing, it's the message it sends. Celtic, often critiqued for conservative dealings in the transfer market, have just fired a warning shot to both Rangers and the rest of Scottish football. They mean business, and they're willing to think big. With McATee in the engine room, the boys have added not just flair and creativity, but also the kind of pedigree that turns good teams into great ones. On the pitch, McATee offers a dynamic blend of vision, dribbling, and an eye for goal that could completely revolutionize Celtic's midfield. Whether deployed as a number 10 or slightly deeper in a creative pivot role, his ability to unlock defenses and control tempo is something the Hoops have arguably missed since the departure of Tom Rogic. His chemistry with forwards like Kyogo, Furuhashi, and Liel Abada could prove electric, while his understanding of space and movement is straight from the Pep Guardiola school of football. Precision, patience, and purpose. There's a genuine excitement about how McATee will mesh with Celtic's current setup, and whispers from Lennoxtown suggest he's already turned heads in his first training session with his new teammates. Of course, there's also the wider significance to consider. This is Celtic sending a loud and clear signal, not just domestically, but across the European scene. The signing of James McATee is emblematic of a club that's no longer content to be just the big fish in a small pond. It's a club with eyes on a bigger prize, consistent European competition, knockout round progress, and real standing on the continental stage. By attracting a player from the English champions' ranks, Celtic have shown that their project is compelling, competitive, and worthy of top talent. For years, Scottish clubs have struggled to convince young English stars to make the leap north. Today, that narrative just changed. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. And what does this mean for McATEE himself? This isn't just a career detour. It could be the launch pad to something even greater. At 21, he's stepping into the cauldron of Celtic Park, where expectations are sky high and every performance is under the microscope. But it's also an environment built for growth, passion, and history. It's a fan base that lives and breathes the game and a stage where heroes are made. If McATEE shines under the floodlights in Glasgow and on those magical European nights, the path back to the Premier League, or perhaps a permanent legacy in Scotland, will be entirely of his making. In many ways, it's the perfect proving ground for a player of his potential. Rival fans, particularly across the city at Ibrox, will be watching this development with no small amount of concern. Rangers, who've been busy in the market themselves, now find their own transfer efforts slightly overshadowed by Celtic's coup. The pressure is firmly on Michael Beale's side to respond, not just with words, but with action. This signing has added even more spice to what's already shaping up to be a fiery, fiercely contested season. With the Old Firm derby looming, and McATEE possibly making his debut in that white-hot atmosphere, the stage is set for fireworks. And in Scottish football, moments like these are pure gold. From a business perspective, the move also illustrates the growing financial muscle of Celtic and their ability to negotiate shrewd, high-profile deals. While the fee hasn't been officially disclosed, early reports suggest it's a loan with a significant wage contribution and a potential option to buy. If McATEE impresses, and all signs suggest he will, Celtic could well look to make the deal permanent, cementing a long-term investment in youth and quality. It's also a reminder to other young Premier League players that Scotland can be a real platform, not just a pit stop. The pathway is clear, the opportunity is real, and the spotlight is intense. As the dust settles on this surprise transfer, one thing is abundantly clear. Celtic have just changed the narrative. With James McATEE now part of their arsenal, the boys have added not just a player, but a statement. It's a moment that will be remembered in years to come, either as the beginning of a golden spell or a bold gamble that paid off. For now, though, it's all about anticipation. The fans are dreaming, the rivals are wary, and McATEE is ready. Scottish football just got a jolt of adrenaline, and Celtic are leading the charge. Hello, fan! Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.